Alright guys, welcome to Spoiler Alert. This is your What If Wednesday edition. So we are talking about what if Iron Man never became Iron Man and was saved by Killmonger. So with that being said, let's jump right into it.
I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if?
Alright guys, so as I said before, we are talking about what if Iron Man, Tony Stark, never became Tony Stark and was saved by the one, the only Killmonger. So, yes, in this episode we have Iron Man, or Tony Stark at this point, and he is in his tank driving around in the troops just like he did in the first movie. It is basically a recap of that scene. And so, the typical stuff happens. He gets shot out, he jumps out of his car, he's about to get blown up by one of his own missiles, and then all of a sudden, the Killmonger jumps out and saves him. So, Killmonger jumps out, saves him, throws the little missile out of the way, saving Tony and himself, and they become friends. Now, with that being said, Killmonger is the bad guy from the Black Panther movie. If you guys did not see that movie, I highly suggest that you go and watch it. It is actually pretty good if you get past the social justice stuff. Yeah. So, in that show, he was supposed to get blown up and taken by the terrorist, and then so this happens, and we move into the press conference of him coming back to America, and he's supposed to be saying, you know, we're gonna cut down on our war efforts, our missiles and all that stuff. We're gonna stop production right now and put it on a pause. But instead of doing that, he's actually going to ramp up production. And Killmonger actually exposes Obadiah Stane for being a bad guy and putting a hit out on Tony Stark. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. We meet Claw, and then Claw is actually a bad guy still. He has the stolen vibranium. And why do we need the vibranium? Because we are trying to make a robotic suit, but not with a human inside. So the skeleton of the suit can't hold up the armor because it's too heavy, and if you don't build it with the armor, then it can be destroyed, and destroyed a lot quicker. Well, vibranium is light and durable, so yeah, and it's also technically bulletproof. So we jump into them going to Claw to get the vibranium that he has stole from the Wakandans. Rhodey goes in with the tactical team and with Killmonger. Killmonger kills off all of the Black Panther comes in and kills off all of the soldiers from Claw's side, and then the Killmonger kills him. So kills Black Panther, T'Challa. So that's kind of interesting, and then he goes back and kills Claw, just like he did in the Black Panther movie, and then he comes back to Wakanda as the hero, because not only did he, get rid of the Americans who were not supposed to be there, but he also killed Claw, who was killing off their own people and stealing their vibranium. So in that, we get this scene where Tony and Warmonger are fighting. He actually is going to try and kill Tony. Tony had fixed the vibranium into the suit of armor, and it was programmed to fight like Warmonger. So they have a little fight. He destroys the robot and kills Tony Stark. So yeah, and then he erases the footage of such thing. But there was another thing where I guess Jarvis was watching, and he can show them what he did. So he becomes kind of an enemy of the state. He runs to Wakanda, where he would be safe. They send the drones to Wakanda, but he has a little button that he pushes that turns them off. And then he pushes again to turn them back on, and then he kills all of the robots, making him the hero. And it's kind of ends there. I can't really remember if it goes on a little bit. I think it goes on a little bit after that, but I do remember that at some point there is... Oh, no. He kills them. He gets the Black Panther juice because he's proven himself as a warrior to the Wakandans. And so he gets the Black Panther juice and becomes Black Panther. And during that, there's always a little vision quest thing. And he sees T'Challa, who he had killed, and he said, you know, you're either going to continue this way, or sometime in some way there will be retribution for what you have done. Which is kind of a... there's a bunch of religions that base a lot of their stuff off of this concept, and I think it's true because, like, you know, if you're doing bad things, it'll come back to bite you in the butt. And yeah, with him, it definitely seems like it will, but they kind of end it there. And it gets, you know, hopefully, it would be interesting to see these Elseworlds, you know, these What If series as longer formats. And I know, like, okay, they're already X amount, they're already pretty long as it is, but I want to see them, like, fulfilled. Like, not just, okay, this happened and now you can fill in the rest of the blank, but I want to see, like, does the Avengers ever come into play? It does say that where the heroes take over, there is people who come into being heroes, and that's because Shuri, Black Panther, T'Challa's sister, goes to Pepper Potts, and that is the end of the series I just remembered. The end of this episode was Shuri going to Pepper to stop Warmonger, or Killmonger. So it was a pretty good episode. I mean, like, it ran not very long. It's not a huge episode. It's not like a, you know, very long episode. It's actually pretty good. I hope that they do tie this into either Doctor Strange or something in Loki 2, you know, season 2, something where we get some kind of these characters popping back up. You know, it'd be interesting to see him having to go through the multiverse instead of just finding himself in our multiverse and dealing with stuff. But with that being said, guys, that is my review. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. That's okay. It helps the algorithm anyways. There should be a little thing popping up over here for you guys to watch another video, and down here if you guys want to subscribe. And thank you to all of my subscribers who have subscribed for sticking with me. So with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace.